Hey everyone, Hammeh here, hope you're well and good, and some amazing news following up the dev update that released not too long ago. The video's on the Overwatch channel if you haven't seen it already. Symmetra's long-awaited rework is live, and you know what, it's still in November as they said it was going to be, so how's that for timing? The very fact that the dev update just released just now, and then not too long after when they said it was coming very soon, it is, so it's now here. I'm going to run over through some of the changes. I've just jumped onto the PTR. We're going to play a match as Symmetra, and given that this is PTR, it's probably going to be lots of Symmetras against lots of Symmetras, considering we're going to be in a no limits brawl, but it's going to be interesting just to get a feel of her abilities and see what she's going to be up to. So while we're waiting for a cue of the game, I'm going to go over the changes. We're then going to jump straight into the game and try and see them in action. So what do we have? Well, for starters, basically the feeling behind this is Symmetra was originally quite a situational pick. You take her on the first point where you wanted to teleport maybe as a defensive team back to the front lines as quickly as possible. As soon as you lost that point and you were on a closer spawn, then why would you use her teleporter? So guess what? Symmetra doesn't have one, but she has two ultimates that you can choose between. The second of these ultimates is actually going to be a shield generator. It doesn't need to be line of sight, and it gives all of your team shields within an AoE area. Now the shield generator, as well as I believe the teleporter, now have shields as well that can regenerate. So the shield generator and the teleporter are both going to be harder to kill. So you can basically pick one. You can toggle between the two and see what you fancy doing. So when you're on a second point, you can be using a shield generator to give your team more shields. And it's got recharging shields, the actual cast item, meaning that the enemy team are going to have to make a concerted effort to go and kill that shield generator. And the shields that the shield generator gives give more shields than Symmetra's original shield ability. So very interesting change there. It means that Symmetra now also, because you can toggle between the ults, has offensive uses. You could maybe throw that shield generator down to try and push through a choke point. How does this affect Lucio? We're going to have to find out. His shields, whether these shields stack on top of those shields, there's a lot of different things we needed to try and give a go. So that's going to be very interesting. Next up, both ultimates are going to be getting more hit points than previous iterations, and so that's in shields, so they're going to be harder to kill. New ability to replace shields as well is coming, and I'm really excited by this one. This is called Photon Barrier. It's similar to a Reinhardt shield or a Winston barrier, but there's one big difference. You cast it and it goes in a line. Now I've not actually seen this in action yet, so when we jump in, I'm really excited to see what this actually looks like. But imagine a moving shield in a line, almost like a wave. Your team can walk behind it, you can use it to try and protect yourself as Symmetra, your nest in certain situations. But again, the immediate feel that I think for that is, why not attacking Symmetra? If you throw down one of those barriers and you travel behind it, it's almost like a signal, as Jeff mentioned in the dev update, for your team to sort of walk behind it, which is really, really cool. Really interested in seeing how that looks. A few other bits. Turrets, you now start with 6 rather than 3. The recharge time has been reduced to 10 seconds rather than 12, so that's going to be really exciting to have a look at. And we're all Symmetras now. Unexpected. There we go. Welcome to PTR, ladies and gentlemen. This is what always happens. So that's cool. Anyway, the turret cooldown is down. So what this means is that you had that weird, awkward recharge situation at the beginning of the game where you had to run, place three turrets, and then wait for them to charge, maybe get off 4 or 5. At the same time, you're trying to shield your team. The Photon Barrier moving wave shield ability that I mentioned. Here we go. Now you may notice that's a 10-second cooldown. Fortify everything. Oh, I love it. Okay, so this is very much the new Symmetra in action. Now you can see that you've got 6 turrets to start with. What this means is that you can actually put all of your turrets down before a game starts, and then you're going to be able to move your nest a bit more quickly. So let's say, for example, a Winston jumped into your nest previously and actually took everything out. Now, what this means is that you can actually jump in and restore that nest. You can get yourself rebuilt, set up and going again a little bit more quickly. So that's going to be pretty cool. It means that Symmetra can have a bit more mobility. And can you see these moving shields? I think they're really cool as well. We have a lot of turrets going on here as well. Okay, flawless. We've got this. Arcade secure. Alright, Team Symmetra. So let's just have a look. Now obviously this is nowhere near what she's going to be, but let's have a look at the offensive potential of this shield. Now look at this shield, look. Let's throw the shields. Now look, Symmetra's barrier is still going through those shields. Oh wow, look at that microwave. Everyone is needing shields. Final change. Now, Symmetra's left click has actually got a slightly longer distance on the beam, so this means that previously, I didn't find this too bad, but now Symmetra's left click, this ability, can actually lock on a little bit more distance than it normally could, so that's going to be pretty cool for Symmetra melting stuff as well. Now, the one problem, of course, with 6 Symmetras against 6 Symmetras is that these shields don't actually matter, because Symmetra's right click goes straight through the barrier. I've melted one, and I've got slowed down by 10. Okay, so what we really want to look at is the shield projector in terms of getting ultimate. So that's probably the last thing that we're going to have a look at and take a look at how that works, how the toggle works between them, just to make sure that we don't select... Oh, brilliant. One person's gone to Winston, instantly going to get play of the game for killing 36 Symmetra turrets. Are going to perish in a very short period of time. You're not meant for greatness. Oh boy. A little bit of other news from the dev update while we're waiting to see if we can get this teleporter charged. Actually, Oasis, the new map that was mentioned... Oh boy, I do not want to go into that microwave. Go on, Winston. Go on, Winston. You wreck that nest, Winston. You know what your purpose is. You would have thought I would have learned from running into that nest twice. Okay, I like... Ah, that's a great teleporter. 10 out of 10, would use again. Can you see that lock-on range? You can also see the shield projector. Now notice how many shields that Jada had there. Wow, look, 500. Can you see exactly how big? That's the new ultimate. That's crazy. Right, so you can see. How do I switch between the two? Ah, there you go. Look, so it's just a Q toggle. Now, somehow I guess I just clicked to place. So there we go. We've got the shield generator there, and it looks just like a teleporter, but you've got this floating orb above. That's very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to just see if I can place this up here. There we go. See, oh boy. Oh wow! Now look at that, 350 shields. Now maybe these are stacking. We'll have to find out. I'm guessing they're stacking. Okay, let's see exactly how many HP that Symmetra had. Oh no, I can't see because the turret was actually the one that took me down. Wow. I saw a Symmetra with 500 shields. Now if these stack on top of each other, obviously that's not an issue in sort of a competitive one hero limit format. But we'll have to see what happens. I mean, quick play, that's nuts. There we go. Have to see what the radius is for one of those as well. So maybe I drop out the radius of one into the other. Obviously, don't get a feel here for exactly how big the radius is. And that doesn't seem to disappear until it gets killed. So that's quite an interesting factor. I really like this turret change. Note how you can just pop your turrets up so quick. You've got an instant nest. I'm going to... Oh, look at exactly... God, those are pretty tough to kill as well. Look at those shield generators. Look at how much effort that's taking to kill. Oh, I got found. Wow, okay, let's see exactly how many shields that had. Oh boy. Killed by Bonnie Tyler, the shame. Okay, so a fairly chunky amount of shields you get from one of those generators, and I can see I've gone from 275 to 200. Let's see the radius. No, it's just cast that shield on me. Alrighty. There we go, 350. See all of these shields stacking up. It's absolutely crazy. Right, let's throw one of those barrier shields. Gonna run in, die to some turrets. It's gonna be great. Oh no. No. Oh no. In the Alpha Symmetra versus Alpha Symmetra, unsurprisingly, the defensive Symmetras have won. Oh boy. Yeah, wow, look at that. Play of the game, Symmetra. What a surprise. Okie dokie. Yeah, in terms of other updates, Oasis is also apparently coming very soon. Oasis is going to be a control point map. It's the new one that was introduced at BlizzCon, in the middle of the sort of a Arabian desert. So that's going to be interesting to have a look at as well. And then Blizzard said in the dev update it was going to be very soon. This went live just now, so who knows? They wanted a lot of time to test Oasis before the end of the year, so who knows? Maybe we could get that in the next few weeks. And in the bottom left there, as you may be able to see on the screen, is the final upgrade. It's the Stay as a Team button. You can click Stay as a Team. You can see how many people in the UI. I know on YouTube you're going to have to look underneath the navigation bar, but in the bottom right there's a Stay as a Team option here, and you can see 2 out of 6, 3 out of 6, 4 out of 6, and 5 out of 6. That will keep you together as a team, group you up. Let's just see if it works here as a final interesting change. And that put us in a group. There we go. So that will put us in a group. Maybe let's see where it spits us out. Does it spit us out in a queue, or does it actually spit us out somewhere else? Oh, interesting. Well, remember, of course, this is just PTR, but either way, you can see that we got the voice chat propped up. There we go. So we got put into a group. Very nice indeed. So there we go. That's a really quick video for today. I did a long edited lore video yesterday, and I've been working on writing scripts today. So there's a little look at the current PTR changes live as of literally just today, 22nd of November. This is Symmetra's rework. It's on PTR. This is all in testing. We're obviously going to have to try it out in competitive, see what it's like with the 1 hero limit. But interesting, I like that photon shield. Those shield projectors seem very strong. And with the additional regenerating shields and HP on those ultimates, attacking and defensive teams are going to have to be focusing on Symmetra's ultimate, maybe even more than they do now. So, interesting changes, feels good. I can certainly see how Symmetra's attacking changes. Those changes might benefit Symmetra on attack. What do you think of those changes? I know that's just a very quick look at them. Do let me know whether you think this feels fun. Are you going to jump on the PTR on PC and try it out? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Cheers for tuning in. Do tune in the rest of this week for hero lore interactions and voice lines coming back later in the week. And of course, look out for more lore videos and things on the channel too. I've been Hammeh. Take it easy.